Hi guys, this is the part 2 of my colorism story. Okay, so I hope you prepared. I cannot speak. I hope you prepared. Okay, so grab your tea, grab your popcorn, grab anything because things are gonna get deep. Guys, okay, so I'm just too extra. I stopped when I was leaving to go to America, and my auntie was literally telling me that Denise, uh, if you're going to America, this is so embarrassing to say. Like, this is really embarrassing to say, but I'm gonna say it anyway. But she said that Denise, when you're leaving to go to America, make sure that you bring a white person. Like, basically, make sure that you keep a white person for your cousin. Let's take a moment to like digest that. Okay, so basically, in my country, like I said before, white people were seen as better, I guess, if that makes sense. It's ridiculous. It's really it's really crazy. Like me, I'm saying it right now. That's how ignorant we were. I also was. White people were seen as better in people kind of situation, and they had money, a lot of money. Yeah. So a lot of people think that not only in my country is Liberia, by the way, not only in my country, a lot of people all across the world, like poverty nations, people countries that really don't have enough education, think that people of lighter skin are kind of better. And other nations who have, can I just say something before you just quote me out of other nations who are also educated and have a lot of advances like South Africa and Nigeria, places like that. There's a huge bleaching epidemic in in Nigeria, and yeah, and places like South Africa, they think that lighter skin is better. So, but where I'm coming from, my country is not that privileged. It's not, you know, something like that. But people like have that motive, and people still have that motive in Nigeria, also a country that is also very popular and has a lot of resources and things like that. I just want to make that clear. Okay, so so this is a issue that I dealt with growing up. Like, light is better. If you light skin, you better all of a sudden. You're gonna get married better. You're gonna get married to a richer guy if you light skin. You're gonna get married earlier when you light skin, kind of situation. And it always literally, it didn't really get to me, like I said before, at that time, because I was also the naive person who also had that kind of point of view. Okay, so I was in that category. I was in that box of people who thought that way also. So it didn't really get to me. I was like, that's the norm. That's what's going on. That's what people think. I'm just gonna go with it. Me being a 10-year-old girl, I was like, I'm just gonna go where everybody thinks. And people think that light skin is better. So I was just like, but when I came to, I just went on the topic a little bit. But when I came to America, um, colorism, that's where my colorism happened. I don't think in my country, my colorism was that big because, like I said before, boys were just really annoying and they like the light skinned girls kind of situation, and they were just really annoying. I guess, like, I don't think that was colorism because they were just making fun of my name and everything, because I was cute. Let me just tell you, my name was popping, my skin was popping at that time. You grow up, your hormones change, and you just have a little something going on your skin. But before, my skin was okay, so they were making fun of my name and everything. But I don't think they were making fun of my skin color, if that makes sense. But when I came to America, that's when I really experienced colorism, like on the full, like literally. That's when I experienced colorism. That was color. I didn't know what colorism was when I was in my country, so maybe that was might have been colorism when it came to like light skinned girls are better. Light skinned girls were seen more beautiful than darker skinned people, I guess, and darker skinned girls, and light skinned boys also were seen as more privileged than the darker skinned guys. But the men didn't get that much how can I say, backlash for their skin color. The women were the one that had backlash, so they were forced to bleach their skin basically. So if to get at the topic, I'm gonna go into America really soon, but I just had to like put this in the backs. Um, Women were forced to, let me tell you, we didn't, it was our choice. Women, it was their choice to bleach their skin. Yes, it's the choice to bleach their skin, but growing up into a society where your skin is not deemed as beautiful, like your melanin is not deemed as beautiful, your skin color is not deemed as beautiful, you will want to change it. So when there's an, in my country, right, on the billboards, you will see like light skin everywhere, products to bleach your skin. People in the news, they're light skin, and you are this darker skin person. Okay, you are this darker skin person who who is here like, oh, okay, let me just take this light skin, let me just take this bleaching cream. It might help me for other people to like me better, other people to see me as beautiful, because I don't think I'm beautiful right now, because I'm seeing in the media, I'm seeing this, and people don't think I'm beautiful, so I think I should bleach my skin. And that's why a lot of people bleach my skin, that skin in, that's why a lot of people bleach their skin in my country, because they are basically, it's basically like, I have to do it. Basically, they're basically forced into doing it, even though it's something that they want to do it. Let me tell you something, they don't want to do it because they feel like that's the way to get a man. So to get to the American side, when I came here, I still had the same mentality. I was that person who was like, um light is better, because I grew up with people around me that also bleached their skin. So and also people around me who also, and my uncles, my mom's brothers, they dated light skinned girls. One of my uncle, he dated a darker skinned girl though. Like, I really love that woman. Like, she's so nice. Like, her melanin is popping. But apart from that, majority of my uncles, they date light skinned women. Um so apart from that, and so when I came here, I had a mentality that light skin was better. So I always put that back of my head, that my skin color isn't good, my skin color isn't good. That thing on my back of my head, because that's what I learned all of my life growing up. That's where I was. So, and then I started watching YouTube videos on YouTube about colorism, and I didn't know what colorism was before, or things like that, and and prejudice, in the communities, especially with black people and everything. I didn't know that at first. But when I started watching YouTube, I came across videos like those, and I was like, oh my god, that's colorism. Ooh, yeah, that's colorism. That's colorism. So that's when I started watching. And YouTube is also good. Yeah, YouTube is good because it highlights these things also. And there's some bad side of YouTube, and there's some good side of YouTube. So that's another story. I would never want my child to be on YouTube by themselves. No. Um. So, like what I said before, that's what I started noticing it before I actually did. Oh, before I actually started really seeing these videos on YouTube, I was exposed to colorism, like really exposed to it when I was in the seventh grade. At that time I just came to America. I was in the seventh grade, and this boy from Haiti, this boy from Haiti, I think he was new. I don't know. I think he was new because I didn't see him before, but I saw him in one of my classes before we go to like lunch. So I was like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, like, because me being friendly, I was really loud in the class, and I was always friendly. So I was sitting by him because we're sitting in the same class. Our teacher put us together, so separate. There's like tables around the class, and about 3 or 4 people sit on each table in the class. So that's how it was like. And so he was in my section of table, and we're sitting together with other group of other kids, that was two probably kids that was sitting with us. Okay, so we're just talking, and I was introducing myself because I didn't know him. So I was introducing myself, and I was like, oh, I'm from Liberia, blah 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 blah. And he was like, oh, I'm from Haiti, and we speak Creole. So I'm like, oh, that's cool, that's cool. Oh, Haiti is around Liberia. And he was like, they started making fun of me. And like Haiti is in Africa, and they started making fun of me. And everybody turned around and started making fun of me, and they were like, "Danny, da 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 da." Anyways, and I did because I didn't know, because in my around my country, like places like Sierra Leone and around those places, people speak Creole. So I thought he was talking about, when he said people speak Creole in Haiti. I was thinking Africa. So and that's when the bully got, I guess. He was making fun of me, and then he was like, laughing at me, and I didn't really take it seriously. And then he just started making some horrible comments about Africa, like about me, like literally coming on me, like because I'm African. And then if you tell you could tell that he's colorist. One day I was coming with my friend, we're going to class, and then he just literally said something, and he was like, Denise and her African friend, Denise and her, yeah, things like that, trying to make like being African is negative, being black is negative, things like that. And I was just like, oh my god, like this is actually serious. And he would literally, when I was sitting down, me minding my business, not doing anything, not saying anything, he just be like laughing at me when I'm in a classroom. He just laughing at me, probably get my attention or something, to do something, like to basically. He was literally my bully, guys. Like that's the first time I've ever had a bully in my life. Actually, not true. I had some bullies, but this is another story. That was not colorism. That's the first time a colorist bully in my life. Let me just say that. So he would literally like hit, like basically like throw paper on my, like throw paper at me, like, and I'm like looking like, like why, like like literally why, um. And it just got worse because he was just making fun of me, like making fun of my name, making fun of me in general, like. And I'm just looking like, is it because I'm a very bubbly person? I like to be around people. I like to be fun. I like, to be funny around people. I like people to make people smile. But I wasn't expecting that. I guess when I was saying, when me just being like, oh, I'm from Africa, blah blah blah, and this is me, and this and stuff like that. I'm from Liberia, and me opening myself to make friend with this person, for this person to just turn back and just be totally really disrespectful to me, and disrespectful to my country and everything. He said some offensive thing. I just forgot about it. But that's what I remember about him. And when I came, and guess what, guys? He is dark skin. He is probably darker than me, and he's dark skin, and he's saying all these comments, and you could tell that he likes lighter skin girls because he was around a lot of light skin girls a lot, and you could tell that he respected them more, kind of situation. I don't know why. I don't know. I just don't get it. Um, and then when I came to Blair, things got, yeah. So things got a little worse. I guess I don't know if it got a little worse. I think it's the same. I think it was the same measure. It wasn't that worse. Yeah, it wasn't that worse. It was just more guys. There's more guys, more dark skin guys, and I didn't really have that much, because it was in my chemistry class, right? It was in my chemistry class, and these bunch of black boys, everything. I didn't really speak to them. For some reason, they just know my name, so they were saying something about me, like, Denise, can you please, Denise, you're always talking, like, I'm like, excuse me, like, I'm here to learn. If I have some questions, I will have to ask a teacher. I'm learning, I'm active, I'm learning. So you have a problem with me. Why are you having a problem with me asking question and raising my hands and asking question? Why do you have a problem with me? You're telling me that I'm talking too much, I'm doing too much. Like, how am I doing too much? I'm in the class to learn, and the teacher is asking questions, and I'm raising my hands, and I'm and I'm talking, but I don't even know how to know my name, 'cause I don't know any of that name. Like, let me tell you, I don't know who these. Let me tell you, I don't know their name. I don't know who they are, but for some reason, they remember my name. So I read because they were making fun of me in the classroom. So and I said a comment. I was like, let me see. Your hater is your secret admirer. Anybody who hate you and they remember your name. I was telling them, I was like, if you don't like me, but you remember my name, and you're always calling me out, you're always talking to me, and I don't even know you, I don't even know your name, but you know my name, and you're always talking to me, you're kind of my secret admirer. Like, what's up? And it was Valentine's Day, and everybody was like, oh, ooh, 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 Denise, ooh, Denise said this to you, blah, 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 blah. gonna take it. And he was like, I'm not your secret admirer. I'm not your secret admirer. And I'm like, the person, he would never come to this, because there was a white girl. There's a white girl, and there was like a light skinned girl in my class, and a Mexican girl, and yeah. Um, he didn't come for them. He came for the light girl a little bit, because he was just trying to make fun, like trying to kind of like her, and the girl put them in the place. But I'm not kind of person. I don't want to be mean. I guess I don't want to be like. So I was just having to just. Can you just leave me? Can you like what's wrong with you guys? Like can you just leave me alone? Like you kind of situation, trying to be nice with talking. I don't want to curse you out, because she was cursing them out. She was like blah blah blah. I cannot say that. I don't want to say that. So I was just being nice, I guess, nice, telling them not to just leave me alone and stop talking to me, because I don't know you. I don't want to be your friend. Like, can we, like, and they don't even want to be my friend. That's the fun. They're just playing around and just being mean to me. That's the thing. And I'm like, can you just leave me? Like, can you, like, um, and I didn't, maybe because I said it in a too nice way. But the other girl put them in the place. She called them, and I don't want to say that. I don't want to curse them out. I don't want to, do those things. I just want to just tell them, just back off. I told them to back off. I told the teacher talked to them. They still kind of was acting up with me. And I remember, like, and they were all dark skinned. That's the problem. They were literally all dark skinned, but you could tell that they like light skinned girls and girls that was lighter. Because the problem, I don't even know this guy, but they were always bullying me. They were always the darker skin guys, the darker skin boys who was always calling me names and bullying me. Like, always them. I didn't get that from white people. I didn't get that from Hispanic people. I didn't get that from any other race. Apart from the darker skin guys. And can we dark skin guys? Like, why? Like, your skin is dark too. Like, why are you like? Why do you feel like? Cause anytime I see this colorism story, the girls always have the same kind of story pattern. It is always a darker skinned guy who is always bullying them. And I'm confused, because your skin is dark. And some of them even went worse, where they actually call them dark skin and darker. And some of them call me, I'm not gonna lie. The boy in my middle school, he did call me ugly. But I don't know, he didn't call me ugly, like dark skin, ugly, like you're dark skin. He just called me ugly. And I'm like, you dark skin too. Why are you calling me ugly? Like, why? Like, why? What is about Africa that is so offensive? Like, something like that. And I feel like I always had to offend Africa, like, literally. Like, I always had to offend Africa. Like, I fought my friend once, like, because she was saying things about Africa, and I had to fight her. I was like, no, I didn't fight her. Like, we didn't physically fight. We were going back and forth. And yeah. Anyways, so, like I said before, like, they were always saying, and I feel like I always had to offend, like, Africa. I always had to offend, something like that. And I was just tired of it, because a lot of the story, they have the same pattern. Some of them were called dark skin, like dark skin from dark skin guys, dark skin boys, calling them that. And I'm like, I'm not trying to blame anything on anybody, but I feel like as a parent, if you raise your child up and you have a self, like if you love yourself, and if you raise your child up, like your black female boys up, and you tell them how beautiful they are and how amazing they are, and how they should, so that when they grow up, they see a darker skin, beautiful black female, they will respect her and love her, and now not call her names and go after other girls, because you don't see other race doing that. Okay, you don't see any white person doing that. You don't see any Asian person doing that, any Hispanic race doing that, whatever race doing that. You don't see any other race except for the dark skin race doing that. Even though it's a race said that, and I don't like this person, so I like this person and call the other person, it's few. Majority of the races that said that I don't like Darcy, I don't like this race, I don't like my race, but then they go out talking about my race is this, my race is that, my race is that. Why? So you're trying to say all the black females? Why are you stereotyping us? Why? If you have your opinion, you have your opinion, you have your preference. Because people are using colorism as a preference now. They change colorism to a preference. If you have a preference, use your preference. Okay, say that said that it's just colorism. Basically, it's just colorism. Stop using preference as a way to defend your colorist acts. Okay, because we see you, and we know who you are. So you're not, please Stop using preference to excuse your colorism acts. You're like, it's my preference, it's my preference. I like light skinned girls, it's my preference. Dark skinned girls are this, dark skinned girls are that. And I'm like, why are you stereotyping that? Like why? Like why? You telling other people not to stereotype you, but why are you stereotyping your own race, your own women? And the problem is the fact that you came from a dark woman. You are, if you're black, if you're a black guy, if you're dark skin guys, you probably, if you're dark skin, I'm talking about dark skin guy, you more like, it's very rare to see a dark skin guy that came from a lighter skin person. But if you are, it's possible if your father is dark skin, but apart from that, majority of dark skin guys come from a dark skinned woman. So you saying this is like you hate your mom, you hate your sister, you hate your auntie, you hate your whole entire family, you hate everybody in your family basically, because why? Like why are you? It's basically like you. When I see these videos, I'll be like, oh my god, like some of them actually call them out and be like, you are dark skinned, so that means you're ugly. Like, can we not? Like, dark skin is beautiful. God didn't make a mistake when he was creating the dark race. Let me tell you something. Let me preach to you today, okay? Because I am just hot. God didn't make a mistake when he was making dark skin people. You know, dark skin people are beautiful. They are gorgeous. Their skin shines in the sun. They are just stunning. Let me tell you something now. So, all these dark skin guys out there, okay, who is doing all these things, dark skin women are beautiful. I feel like the reason why they're really come for that for us dark skin girls, because in the secret they hate themselves. They don't like themselves. If you really look in their heart, they don't like this. I don't care how many things girls, dark skin girls have been dark skin guys have been over sexualized over the years to come since slavery time. They have been over sexualized, you know, over sexualizing them, making them, and or they'll be like, oh yes, I'm dark skin, I'm sexy, I'm this, I'm dark skin. And I'm looking like, okay, but they are over sexualized. But in general, they'll be like, I'm dark skin, I'm this, I'm this. In general, if you really look at them, the reason why they are bullying other dark skin girls, other dark skin women, it's because they hate themselves. They don't really love themselves like how they think they do. In general, deep inside, there's something about they probably don't like themselves. If they look in the mirror, they'll be like, I don't think I am that thing. I don't think I'm that lit like how I think I am. You know, and Jesus is looking like, that's a funny thing about it. I'm just looking like, Lord, help us. Help the black race. Help the black race, please. And the funny thing is that it hurts. It doesn't hurt when other races doesn't like you. I don't care if white race don't like me. I don't care what other race don't like me. But if I see my own people, my own race, not liking me because of my skin color, or other women, or other dark skinned women, or because of our skin color, it hurts. It really does, because I'm looking like, you hate yourself. How do you expect other races to respect you and love you if you're out here bashing black women on TikTok and all these other places, on Instagram, whatever network, on YouTube, and how do you expect other races to respect us if we don't respect ourselves? I'm confused. You going out here with lighter skinned women, who cares? Like, you could date whoever you want to date. That's not the thing. That's not the problem. The problem is you bashing us when you said I want to date like dark skin girls. Don't stereotype the whole entire race, because there's some beautiful working people. It's even in the if you research it, like darker skinned women has the most highest business ever, like in America. Like, we're hardworking. Let me tell you, we are hardworking. So I don't know, maybe you're dating trash people. You like to date trash people, so you go from one trash person to another, from one trash person to another, another trash person to another. So don't stereotype it as you. Stereotype yourself, because you are dating the same person over and over and over again. So you should check yourself and look at yourself in the mirror. Am I dating the same person? And start stereotyping a whole entire freaking race. God, forgive my sin for cursing. Start stereotyping a race, like the whole entire race of black dark skinned women. You know, and when I come back to the Steam story that I was in, they didn't really add like how they added to me. Let me tell you something. When you see dark skinned girls, they add funny. When you see these light skinned girls, they don't add funny. They know what you mean. They didn't even. Let me tell you, they didn't even speak to that white girl. Let me tell you, they didn't even speak to her. I didn't even see any of them speaking to that white girl, because they know they couldn't even put their foot in it. That's how it's crazy. And if you see these like, and for example, if a white person see you acting funny to your race like that, how much them acting funny to us like that? See, you basically telling them that it's okay for us for you to add funny to your race. It's basically you're adding funny to your race, so you letting other people to add funny to our race too. So let me just tell you, they didn't even speak. I didn't even see any of them speak to that white girl. None of them. They didn't have the guts to even speak to her. So what does that say about you? What is it about you? I'm confused because you will literally make her feel bad and put us down for no reason. I'm confused. I am confused. I am confusion because let me tell you something. I am popping. So let me tell you, to all the dark skinned girls who feel like they're not beautiful because of crazy, stupid. Let me forgive my sins, please. So because of all these crazy dark skinned guys who doesn't like themselves, they are self haters of all haters. All because of them. Don't listen to them, please. You are more valuable. Look at you, like you stunning girl. Look at yourself in the mirror. Be like, my melanie is popping. That's what I want to see. Okay, Jesus loves you. Jesus literally loves you. Okay, you are wonderfully made by God. Jesus died on the cross for you. He loves you and he will never change you for the world. So don't listen to these haters out here in the streets. These haters, guys, who feel like who be like, I'm beautiful, but deep inside them, they hate themselves. So they want to put it on you. No. Be like, I don't want you. Our ecosystem is not the same. Okay? I learned that from this. Our ecosystem is not the same. So can you back off, please? This is the holy ground. This body here, this skin, everything is popping. So can we back off? Can we just go another place? Because this is not a place for you. Your hate is not a place for you. Your own self-love is not this place for you. Okay? Go somewhere else because there's plenty of places you could be. Okay? So please. So this is what I want to say, guys. To wrap everything up, I just personally feel like, I remember in my history class, before I end this, I'm sorry. In my history class, I saw a video about these boys, boys, these dark kids, a video about a study done for I lost my thought. A study done for African Americans to show how discrimination and segregation affected African Americans. You can look it up. I don't really know the name of it, but just look at how a doll test on how discrimination and segregation affected Black American people in America. Okay, look it up. And when you see it, it made me feel so bad to see us little kids, dark skinned, beautiful little kids, saying that, pointing to the black doll and calling the black doll ugly, and calling the black doll that the black doll is bad because she's dark skinned and the black doll has a dark skin. And at the end, when I asked them that you were black, so it really affected them, and it's a really something that you guys should look at, and how this really can affect us. And it's crazy. It's a good study. You should look it up. Like, and I had a conversation with myself. I was like, if I was little, and I did testing, they did a delta test on me, I feel like I would have said that um because the doll is black, so it's ugly. And that's really crazy to me. I would probably have said that when I was little, because like I said before, I grew up with people saying that light skin is better and telling me all that time. And I feel like we as the parents should really teach our kids to love ourselves. Okay, teach your kids to love yourself, because your skin is taught of your kids every single day. You are wonderfully made by Jesus. Jesus loves you. You are beautiful. You are gorgeous. God loves you. God created you beautiful. That's why he sent his son to die for you. Tell your kids these things. Raise your kid with self-love, so that either it's a boy or a girl, so that when a black girl grows up, she meet a beautiful black handsome boy, they could raise each other up. And tell your beautiful dark skinned sons to also do the same, so that when they see a beautiful dark skinned girl, they respect them and be like, yes, I respect you, you're beautiful, I respect you. That's how I want to see it. Like, we shouldn't. And a lot of, if you look at the black community in general, there's a lot of father absence, sometimes mother absence, sometimes both parents absent, and they have to raise themselves. So it's I'm not just speaking because I'm speaking. This is actually steady. This is actually proven that a lot of black communities, in the black community, a lot of them don't have their father or their mother. And if you have absence like that in your life, it really affects you. It really affects a child because you want that kind of love. And if in a mother or single mom growing up, she doesn't have that time for that child, so she's always working and always on the run to feed the child. So I kind of understand where the parents absent is, especially when you don't have your father and your mother or your mother in general, or single moms out there. And it's proving that a lot of black women are single moms, and I grew up without a dad too, so I understand where that is. And I didn't really get that kind of like emotional, like my mom was emotionally absent in my out of my life. My mom wasn't really there emotionally, so I just had to grow up to really check, to really see, like, and that really affected me because I don't really know what's love. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is actually really emotional talking about that. I don't really know what's love because I didn't get that. Like, and my dad wasn't in my life at all. Like, if I tell you I don't know my dad's the first name, I don't know my dad's first name. And it's funny because I grew up not really loving myself that much because maybe because my parents wasn't really in my life emotionally. I don't even know what's love. I don't know how to feel that affection because my mom never gave it to me. My mom does probably don't know about emotion and really huggy doggy because when I try to hug her now, she's just like, oh, leave me back. She doesn't really know what's love and loving each other and huggy. She doesn't really knows about these things, and I can't blame her because she probably grew up also not really getting that love. So yeah, and we as a black community, ah, I cannot speak. We as a black in the black community really need to teach our kids self love and how to love themselves. Okay, guys. And I know this is a long video. I just had to express myself and really bring out some points out there and how this can affect us. And if we raise our child growing up with affection, love, our child wouldn't grow up hating each other. um, I know it's hard to explain right now, but if you raise your child up with love and telling them they are beautiful, that skin is beautiful, they are gorgeous, no matter what skin they are, light skin, dark skin, whatever, even white, the white beautiful skin, white dark skin, white beautiful brown skin is beautiful. They will grow up also respecting people who are also like them, and not also like them, placing the whole and telling them that all race. Oh my gosh, Jesus, help me! And telling them that all race are beautiful also, so they don't just respect all the only people like them. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say, guys? I just went out of context. Uh, telling them that they are beautiful, yes, but telling them that all people are beautiful, and you raise a dark skinned guy or dark skinned woman or whatever race that you're raising, or whatever race that you're raising up, telling them how valuable they are, how beautiful they are. When they see their race, if they see themselves, they see that black woman, they see that black man, they'll respect them. And they wouldn't want to disrespect them because they're like, she's beautiful. She's gorgeous. Because I grew up saying that. I grew up knowing that dark is beautiful. I grew up saying dark is beautiful. That's what I want for my children. When I grow up and become a mother, that's what I want for my children. I want to teach my children to love themselves and, yeah, just love themselves and not care about what other people think about them. And when I teach my children that, when they see my son, when they see a beautiful dark woman, they will value her. They'll be like, she's beautiful, she's gorgeous, let me be her friend, kind of situation, and not pull her down because of her dark skin, because her dark skin is beautiful. Okay, so bye guys, thanks for listening to this really long video that I just had to express myself in. Like, thanks, so guys.